Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's One Piece Treasure Cruise video we are going to do a preparation guide for the upcoming Treasure Map vs Ulti. It can be a pretty tricky treasure map to team build around, especially if you do not have newer units, but I will try to do it without using the new bots. I pulled new Treasure Map pre-recruit Nami though, so I will use her, but I will also offer replacements in the respective teams. Definitely subscribe to the channel to not miss out on the quick playthrough guide as well on the day the treasure map comes out to see how exactly the teams work, but without further ado let's prepare for Treasure Map Ulti. The first mini boss of the map will be Int Apoo, and since this is the easier one of the bosses, every unit will get a special cooldown reduction, and the final boss will give us block slots, 3 turns of attack down, 2 turns of special bind, and will also have full immunity. My team for this boss will be using Treasure Map Legend Bone Clay as double captain, but you can pretty much use a lot of other captains if you do not have Bone Clay. You will lose out on damage, but at the same time you can still clear, it's not that hard. Just make certain if you replace Bone Clay that you can still make your block slots matching. Then I will use Rage Stampede Sabo here to remove the attack down. Koala, Halloween Koala that is, can give us a high color affinity boost, but since she's a Treasure Map Legend as well, Sabo can give a color affinity boost, Koala is not really necessary. Kizuna 5+ Blackbeard is here to resist but also remove special bind, and then Luffy Ace can give us damage, but they can be replaced with whatever units you prefer. This team with double Bone Clay can do around 51 million damage and the point boost is 3.52. The next mini-boss will also be Int, this time we have Perospero, and Free Spirit, Cerebral and Striker units get their special cooldown reduced. In stage number 3, Perospero will give us a full board of block slots, 2 turns of slot bind for everyone, he will gain delay immunity, 5 turns of resilience, and then 1 turn slot barrier that needs 2 side slot hits in order to break. He will also give us Now, which is something special I guess for Treasure Map stages, but it's not really important. My team here will be using Treasure Map Legend Sanji as double captain, and then we have Christmas Nami, Christmas Garp, both Treasure Map units, Treasure Map Vivi and Arena Bonekichi. The main thing that is actually hard in this mini boss is for you to break the barrier and do damage. Because you have the slot bind, if you are not using Arena Hawkins, like for example I don't because I will use him in the main boss, you need to have units that can resist or remove the slot bind potentially. So you can break the barrier, you can also remove the barrier, that is another way to do it, but in this team I have Christmas Nami, who will reduce slot bind on herself, and both our Sanji captains will do the same if their slot bind reduction limit break ability is leveled up to at least level 2. Nami can also give us matching slots through block slots, then Bonekichi can give us extra damage but can also deal with resilience with his end of turn damage, and both Garp with Vivi are just here for color advantage, nothing really specific. This team can do around 36 million because only 3 units can have a guaranteed matching slot, and the point boost is 3.66 times. The next mini boss will be Hawkins, who will actually change to either Strength or Int in the final stage, so he has 2 colors, and in this battle Strength Q and Psy characters get special cooldown reduction. Other than the color change, in stage number 3, again either block slots or unfavorable slots this time, 5 turns of special bind, the enemy will gain delay immunity and also a damage reduction shield for 5 turns. My team for this mini boss will be using the new free-to-play Sasaki as double captain, then we have Raizo, who can actually give us matching slots if they are block. Sasaki on the other hand can give us matching slots if they are unfavorable. I have Treasure Map recruit Nekomamushi, who will actually resist the special bind and remove it for 3 turns, and then with a special bind removing support, the 3 sweet commanders specifically, on Treasure Map Perospero, I will also remove 2 extra turns to complete the full 5. Perospero can also give us a chain lock, and then the CP9 unit can of course remove damage reduction while also getting placed as captain. Have in mind that none of the bottom row units are boosted by Sasaki, so start the chain with them to achieve more damage. Raizo can also boost our damage along with Cat Viper, but of course if you do not have Cat Viper, he is replaceable by another unit that is able to remove the special bind, and if the special bind removal is enough for the full 5 turns, the 3 Sweet Commanders on Perospero as support are not necessary either. This team can do around 7 million against the Strength variation and 5 million against the Int variation, while it has a point boost of 4.43 times. The next mini-boss is Dex this time, and it is Olin. Driven powerhouse and shooter characters get special cooldown reduction, and in stage number 3, the slots will be turned to either TNT or unfavorable. The captains will be despaired for 7 turns. Again, we will be inflicted with now 4 turns of attack down, and the boss will gain delay immunity and a 4-turn defense up shield. My team for this boss is extremely easy to build because it is a fully free-to-play team. We have double Treasure Map Kanjuro as captain, the new Oniwa Bansho unit, or relatively new I guess. Then we have 5 plus Kizuna Orochi, the free-to-play final tap Kaido, and Treasure Map Kid, who is just here because he is driven and has color advantage. Kaido needs to be activated first to give us a full board of matching slots. He will also give us an attack boost. Then Orochi, along with the Oniwa Banshu and sockets, will completely remove Despair, but the specials will also remove attack down and Orochi will give us an ore boost. Kanjuro will reduce the defense and will also give us a conditional attack boost, providing of course he has a matching slot. That's why you need to activate Kaido first from the specials. The Kid special is not necessary. This team can do around 100 million damage, and then the point boost is 5.17 times. For the final boss we have Kaido and the lead performers, and the main boss will either be Q or Int, so again 2 variations. Dex, Q and Psy characters get special cooldown reduction, and in stage number 2 we get 8 turns of despair for our captains. Slots will be turned into poison slots, we will also be poisoned, and the mini boss will gain defense down immunity and 5 turns of resilience. Then for stage number 3, other than the type change, we have 8 turns of attack down, 3 turns of paralysis, and the boss will gain defense down immunity again and 5 turns of threshold. So quite a few things to deal with here. My team will be using Arena Hawkins as captain, with a friend captain Frankie and Chopper, or V2 Frankie, the new dual unit, but generally you can use another captain that will help you clear by giving you more damage or whatever else you need. It's not necessary, I think, to have the new dual unit, but it definitely will be helpful because they are also a high multiplying unit and a high booster. They won't be boosted by Hawkins though, because he only boosts Cerebral and Striker units. For the rest of the team, I have Nami here, who can remove Threshold in the final stage. If you want to replace her and you did not pull her, just add someone to remove Threshold and you are absolutely fine. For the Despair, in stage 2, we have the new Pirate Rumble Doflamingo with support White Bay on him, and you also need maximum sockets. And he also has the ability to give us an attack boost in stages 2 but also 3. If you have Nami who can also give you an attack boost, a better one, maybe you want to not hit the perfects if it is possible in stage number 2 against the mini-boss, so the Flamingo cannot carry his attack boost over. Then we have Kizuna Chopper with 20th anniversary Sanji support, who is extremely important because he will remove the poison slots and the poison in stage number 2. Then Chopper will be used in the final stage to give us a color affinity, reduce attack down, and also completely remove paralysis. Finally, Treasure Map Recruit Morley is only here to completely remove the remaining attack down, so he is also replaceable with an attack down remover if you miss him. Important to know for this team is that depending on your friend captain choice, you can skip a few steps or a few units that are here on the screen. For example, if you are using Frankie and Chopper, right? You do not need to remove poison slots exactly or poison with Sanji because the dual unit can do it. Then in the final stage, because they remove attack down with their captain ability, you do not need to use Morley at all. They offer versatility, but if you want to use other friend captains as well because your friend captain list is not that wide or you cannot find the dual unit Frankie friend captain, then you have more team building restrictions because simply you need more utility. The good thing is that with this specific team, everyone except our friend captain, if you use V2 Frankie, and Doflamingo are boosted by Hawkins, which can boost our damage, but unfortunately I don't exactly know the damage because Hawkins is not yet in the database. And I think neither is Doffy. The point boost is a 7.65 one, very decent. but if you are using a V2 Frankie friend captain, I am pretty certain you can reach higher, and of course you need the maximum despair sockets and the poison and despair removing supports depending on your friend captain. Finally, we have the Intrusion Battle. This time we do not have a variation of typing, thankfully. We have ulti, and the unit will definitely be strength. Slasher, Free Spirit and Shooter units get special cooldown reduction, and in stage 2, 8 turns of Captain Despair, 80% of a percent cut, then we have defense down immunity for the enemy and 5 turns of defense up, and in the final stage, 30,000 damage, top row special reverse for 1 turn and crewmate special reverse for 2. We will get attack down if the chain multiplier is under 3.2, the enemy will gain defense down immunity, and we have an interruption in the Intrusion Battle for any attack or boosts from a special. So I'm not going to talk about what the interruption does because the team is not going to trigger it. I am going to use Halloween Koala as captain, the Treasure Map legend, a friend captain, V2 Brook, the new superclass unit for free spirits, and these two captains together are awesome. First of all, Koala will reverse any special reverse that will occur, so she's amazing for the final stage, and she can also give color affinity and healing, which can also of course help. Now, Brook can give us a huge chain boost that will be extremely important in the final stage to bypass the attack down with a low chain. Having a super class for the free spirit units and also having a super type for our dex units is also pretty nice. For the rest of our team, Sasaki here can remove despair in stage number 2 and also give us a damage reduction shield, which will be helpful to not take the full 30,000 damage from ulti. V2 Brook can also increase that shield, and then we have Neko Mamushi simply here, Treasure Map Rare Recruit Neko, because he is a free spirit Q unit. If you want to use someone else, maybe for a higher multiplier, you can do so, but later on that you will need more damage, you need Neko, not only because he is Q, but also because he is free spirit and he can give Koala access to her super type ability. Treasure Map Rare Recruit Nam is of course here, but she is simply here to remove defense up in stage 2. So if you miss her, replace her with the defense up remover for stage number 2, that is of course preferably free spirit. Finally, we have Legend Inuarashi, the Sulong version, because he will actually give us an attack boost in stage number 2, which will help clear, but then will also give us an ore boost if we hit enough perfects in stage number 3, that will not of course trigger the interrupt and will give us more damage. For my damage calculations, I have activated Koala in the final stage, but if you cannot survive the 30,000 damage hit, then activate her in stage number 2. Other than Koala, who is doubtful when to be activated, everyone else will be activated in stage number 2, except for Brook, who will be activated in stage number 3, and Cat Viper, whose special is not even needed. This team can do around 100 million damage and the point boost is 6.80 times. And these are my teams with the replacement options for the upcoming Treasure Map vs Ulti. As always, for any questions, feel free to tell me in the comments down below and I will try to help out. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like, I would really appreciate it and it helps the channel out. Thank you so much for watching, take care and I'll see you in the next one.